celebrated his birthday. Next day I was on the flight and I was in the UK. So that is me for you.
Just random plans and you're just ready to go with it.
And then there are times when I wouldn't do something. I'd like really think it through, and So I think it's really, I'm a very moody person.
Are you?
I think so.
Okay, let's not do that today though. Right?
Not like that. Like
Oh yeah.
Situational. Like
Oh,
there are
yeah.
times when I'm like, okay, I have to be very thorough with something, and there are times when I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's just do this. So,
Yeah. Okay, interesting. Have you traveled a lot?
yes, I've been to all 5 continents.
5.
We have 7. So which 2? Guess which 2 have I not been to?
Asia, Asia, of course, is a must, right?
I've just not been to the 2 poles.
North and South Pole.
Okay, so I've been to Asia,
Yeah.
Africa, obviously,
Yeah.
America,
Yeah.
Europe,
Yeah.
and Australia.
Oh yeah. Oh no. My apologies. I had forgotten about the continents.
When was the last time you were in school?
A very long time ago.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us.
But how would you say, cause I'm just guessing, even in the contribution to just shaping your personality, and even when you get to these beauty pageants and stuff, just how has travel influenced how you look at things, how you interact with people, and all those things? Because I'm guessing they really do come to play when in just shaping your character.
I think it has such that I've understood that people are not aliens, or people are not people aren't different. A lot of times, I would meet somebody from, say, Finland or from Cyprus, and I'd be like, I don't know what to talk to them about. But end of the day, thing is, we're all the same. I can sit down and talk to them about a chocolate, or I can sit down and we'd be talking about pizza, or we could be talking about the politics in China and Taiwan, because actually we are much more similar than we think we are.
Yeah.
And for me, it's opened my mind to a lot of possibilities, and also just the fact that I love traveling. It's one of my favorite things to do. My passport is what I'm going to frame one day, but it's something that kind of helps you grow as a person, because you learn to appreciate a lot of things, because you realize that you have a lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
And you realize that, I don't know how to put this in mere words, but you kind of really have to travel for your mind to kind of open up it opens up in a wonderful way.
It's crazy because the reason I'm asking that, it's because you see we have people just even in Kenya who maybe do have the money, but they're not exposed to travel because they're afraid of just taking that leap of faith. You see the way you're saying, I can wake up in the morning, the next day I'm on a flight to this and that place.
Yeah.
But just that, it's not instilled in them.
I think for me, I think it's a big part of traveling has to do with my mother.
Yeah.
Because ever since we were kids, she would be traveling for work, so she would be traveling every 2 or 3 weeks. So we used to love going to the airport, and when we were
just
kids,
taking that trip, yeah.
because you would see giraffes and zebras actually crossing the
Yeah,
road back then, and
yeah.
it wasn't the
Yeah, we had a place where you can actually see the
them.
plane, even take off and
Yes,
stuff. Yeah,
yes.
yeah, I remember.
So, and because my mom traveled a lot, and there would be times when we had planned our December holidays, and we are going to India tomorrow, and we all packed, and then my mom gets a call, and her parents want to come down, and she's like, okay, we are not going anymore. Now they are coming down.
Yeah.
Or one day it's Easter, and we've not planned anything, and my mom's like, you know what? Let's go to Malindi, or let's go to Nakuru, or just let's go to the national park. I've been to the national park on average 12 times a year, because we get relatives, or when we are bored at home, we just go to the national park. That's our thing. So, but it doesn't matter if you travel abroad, whether you have the funds or not. I think the key is to travel, because even if you're in Kenya,
Moving around, because we have so many spots in Kenya, right?
spots in, it's not only the scenery, it's even the people you meet. You meet people from different classes.
Yeah.
People from classes way higher than yours, people from classes way lower than yours. You learn to appreciate life. You learn that it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, it's all about who you are as a person, and what you're bringing to the table as a person, with your experiences, with your knowledge, and not about the social classes, or even what you learn about. You'd learn the most crazy thing, you'd see a child smiling, and your horrible day would just suddenly change, because you'd see how somebody can still smile in a certain the kind of environment they are in.
Being from a different situation, but they're still happy, and maybe you're thinking what am I complaining about?
or you're not happy about your situation and you see somebody in a better situation that you wanted to be in, but they are not happy, and you realize,
True,
you
true.
don't need to be in a certain situation to be happy or sad. And I mean, you just learn so much about life in general. So even if you don't travel like around the world or to or even a different country, just travel until wherever you can go. I love going to the national park because you'll meet people from all walks of life.
True, true.
You'll meet small kids from school trips,
Yeah.
and you'll meet somebody who's come from Korea, or you'll meet somebody who's from Zanzibar, or
Or the Maasais who are there, just, you know.
I mean, I'm born here. For me, Maasais are like, okay, I know.
Yeah, you
I know
see them
that.
every other single
I
day.
can even do the jump. Like, okay, what's so special?
Nice. So, just since we've mentioned just a bit of travel, like, what are some of the things you'd say are like your hobbies, perhaps,
So
that we don't know of? And I'll twist it into something else as well. There's something that you have, like, I don't know if you'll know and get this answer,
let's
but
try.
just think about it. There's something that you have in common with a current title holder, a UFC fighter. Yes, world champion UFC fighter.
The fact that we're both female?
No.
No? Okay. Is she
He's a
female?
guy.
Oh,
He's
it's
a guy.
It's a guy.
It's a guy.
Okay.
It's called Idris Dasanya.
Well, at least
He's
the name is
Nigerian.
not in common now.
Yeah.
But we're both Africans then.
We're both Africans, yeah. But it's just something else, hobby-wise.
Oh, the martial arts. No. Okay, traveling? No. What other hobby
Of course,
of
you'll
mine
have
did you
to
pick
travel.
up?
If you're a champ, if you're crowned, of course you'll
What
travel.
hobby do I have that you know and I
Okay.
don't know?
No, Avatar?
Airbender?
Yeah.
Ah!
Do you know his nickname? Like on the UFC, he's called the Style Bender.
Oh.
Yes. Did you know that?
No.
Did some research, and he even does, like, you know, those special moves, like the, you know, the Avatar moves, like actually in the
Really?
ring. Yeah.
I have told my brother I'm going to name his kid Pookie.
Yeah.
Pookie is the pet that Avatar has.
Yeah.
And we named my fish Pookie and another one Momo.
Oh yeah.
And we named the first car we got Pookie.
Okay, now I'm losing. I'm
I'm
confusing
a
like
huge
all the
fan of
characters.
Avatar.
But yeah, you see, that's so crazy because I saw that, and he like actually is obsessed with Avatar, and that's why he actually changed his name to like Style Bender. I think it's Style Bender or Airbender. I think one of the two. But he's actually the world champ. He was just crowned like I think 2-3 weeks ago.
I'm actually obsessed about a lot of things. Harry Potter, Avatar, Korean dramas,
Really?
Chinese dramas, Taiwanese, Filipino, English, French. I love watching world cinema. For me, I think learning about different cultures is so important. So most people dream of having like a Europe tour.
Yeah.
My dream is a tour of Asia because I want to learn more about culture, not buildings.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm somebody who really like wants to know why something started, what was the root, or what's the history behind this.
Yeah.
I love
The
colors,
people involved and
colors
everything.
and colorful, and it's really yeah. I'm obsessed about a lot of things. One of my hobbies is eating chocolate.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I have in a month finished 4 500 grams or half liter bottles of Nutella.
Oh, that's not healthy.
Yeah, I know that.
That's not healthy. That's
So
not healthy.
my whole family is also known as Finali's food police. They police
like,
the
"Yo,
food
stop
I'm
it."
eating.
Yeah. Oh wow.
I love learning new things. Last year I had enrolled for a K-pop class, so I learned some K-pop dancing, not singing because I'm a terrible singer, but I love singing in karaoke until my brother and his friends or somebody comes to tell me to shut up and to stop. I normally sing. I love
Interesting.
singing, I have a very bad voice in singing. I have a very hoarse voice or a very
No, you have a nice voice. Maybe I haven't heard you
Not in
singing,
singing, yeah,
but
no,
if I
no.
hear you singing,
yeah, I don't think we want to do that. I think let's be friends for a longer time.
Before-
I think
before-
2-3 hours is too short for me to have you run away. I actually have a lot of hobbies. I try out a lot of things. Also, when I was in school, I was actually every year I'd try a different club. So I was in karate club, I was in piano, I was in yoga, I was in MUN, EMUN, Interact. I practically did everything. I did needlework, chess.
And this thing that you're talking about, that you know martial arts, is it an actual thing or is it fiction?
No, it's not
Is it
fiction.
is it in your head? Because I wanted to say that as well because of like the style bender.
I in 2012, before I went to Australia, so when I was studying, I was told that the student visa takes sometimes up to 8 months. So we applied for the year starting after 8 months. I got my visa in 3 days. So I had 8 free months doing nothing. I wasn't sitting at home worrying. I wasn't running around documents. I had 8 months to do nothing. So I enrolled for an acting class in India at Anupam Kher's Actor Prepares. So he has done over 500 Bollywood movies and Hollywood and stuff. He's
Wow.
like this huge actor. And
Wow.
so I had enrolled there, and part of for a whole month I learned martial arts, mainly self-defense, which every girl needs to know.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I
don't know why
dancing.
every girl needs to learn that, but you know.
Self-defense. Why not?
Oh,
You
yeah,
need
okay.
to learn how to defend yourself.
Yeah, true.
And then I did dancing, and then I learned yoga, and then I learned theater. So I love theater. I think that's why I'm so good with the camera, and I think that's why I love the camera. It's kind of something I really like.
That's why I needed you in the podcast, you see.
I learned voice modulation, so I know how to, like, if my throat goes, I know how to talk from my tummy. Like they teach you all these things, and we used to every Friday we used to go through like really amazing movies, and so we'd go through something like something that's won like an Oscar, and then we'd go through something like Lion King, which was a coming of age in animation. So it's like, you know, it also opened my mind to a lot of world cinema, and I think that's where I got it from for me. And then
And
Yeah.
I think first of all, we'll go on. And I think first of all, this is why now you guys understand why she's Miss World Kenya and why she had to go to represent us, because she's talking about all these different things, and people don't people don't know all these things about you.
yeah,
When we see you on Instagram, you don't post so many videos. Apart from when you were in Miss World, you don't post any other videos.
well, I was supposed to. It was
Why are
part
you
of my
putting
job
us on a
description.
detox? Why are you putting us on a detox? Hold on. But yeah, you're talking about just how you don't really share a lot on your social media.
So I would share
Or
a lot.
the videos,
Yeah.
I'm saying.
I'm a very private person, a little more secretive. I like to keep like my life kind of to myself, unless
Yeah.
I really have to share something. And although I treat everyone as family, and